Now, I am not gonna lie here, this was a lot of work, like genuinely painful at times. Welcome back. So I released an app a little while ago. It is called PDF Signature Lan Signer, and it lets you sign and summarize PDF files on your iPhone or iPad. It is very much privacy focused. Everything happens on your device and no cloud uploads. But here's the thing. After 4 months, downloads have been quite slow so far. It's more difficult than ever to reach people organically, if you especially don't have any marketing budget. And I started thinking about what I could actually do to increase my downloads without spending money on ads. One of the very first things to try this is obviously localization. Now, when most indie developers think about localization, they think about translating the App Store listing. You know, the title, the subtitle, maybe the description itself as well. And that's sort of a good start actually. But I wanted to go even further and ended up localizing the entire app. Every screen, every button, every message in the app now is localized in 9 different languages. The whole thing. So as mentioned, I picked 9 languages. English, of course, Spanish, and actually I did 2 versions of it, one for Spain and another one for Mexico and Latin America, because there are certain differences. French, German, Italian, Portuguese, for Brazil in particular, Japanese and Turkish. You can ask, why did I choose these languages specifically? Well, I thought about 2 things here. The first one is that, how many people speak the language? And secondly, how likely are those people to actually prefer using apps in their own language instead of English? Take Japanese as an example. Japan has a massive mobile market, but most people there strongly prefer apps in Japanese to start with. Same with Brazil as an example. Huge population, and Portuguese is just, how people search for things over there. Germans too. Even though many Germans speak English today, they still tend to search for solutions in their own language. And here's something interesting. This is actually true for almost every country. Even in places like Sweden, Denmark or Norway, where almost everyone speaks English today, people still search for solutions in their native language first. I haven't added those languages yet because of the smaller population sizes, but it definitely shows that localization matters more than we often think. And now, I am not gonna lie here, this was a lot of work, like genuinely painful at times. You have to extract every single string from your app, translate them, make sure nothing breaks, handle different text lengths because, for example, in German and French, words are often much longer than English ones. Testing everything in every language took a lot of time and effort. But here is why I think it was worth it. When someone in Tokyo searches for a PDF signing app in Japanese, it is now more likely that my app is gonna show up over there. When someone in Sao Paulo searches in Portuguese, same thing. I just expanded my potential audience significantly without paying for a single ad. And the nice thing about localization here is that it is one-time investment that keeps working over a long period of time. Once it's done, every future update already supports all those languages. The work compounds over time and it hopefully pays off in the long run. Now, do I know for sure this is gonna pay off? Honestly, no. I'm still waiting to see the results actually, and it's gonna take a few months at least, I believe. But the logic makes sense to me. There are hundreds of millions of people out there who speak these languages, and most of my competitors only support English. That is indeed an opportunity for me there. If I start seeing positive returns, I am planning to add even more languages, like maybe Dutch or Polish or Korean, and some others where purchasing power is relatively high and people maybe prefer using solutions in their own languages. But I wanted to start with languages where I felt the impact could be meaningful. So if you are an indie developer watching this and you are wondering whether localization is worth it, my honest answer is it depends on how much effort you're willing to put into this thing. If you just translate your App Store listing, that is a good start and it's relatively easy. But if you want to translate your entire app, that is a bigger commitment, but it also sends a stronger signal to the users that you actually care and at least about their experience within the app. It is reasonable to say that people notice when an app speaks their language. It sort of builds trust, in my opinion. It feels like the app itself was made for them, not just translated as an afterthought. Anyway, that's my view on the topic so far, and I just started localizing my apps. I'll probably make a follow-up video in a few months as well to share whether this actually moved the needle on downloads. If you're curious about that, consider subscribing to my channel so that you don't miss it. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.